In this video we're going to look at the group bookings setup in REI Master. In the bookings area here you have two options for creating a group booking. One is an option here where you create a master and then add to it. The other one is to use the multi-booking wizard. So we'll start with the new group booking option here. You'll see that the booking screen that comes up is very similar or exactly the same as an individual booking. What you have on the right hand side here is the options for the group booking side of things. So we start to enter in our first booking as part of the group booking. So we can either enter in the details or we can select a return guest. I'm going to do that just from the point of view of ease. So we've got some detail in there for our guest for the master record. We insert in here our stay dates for the first part of the bookings. We select our agent and the reference, select our region and booking source accordingly. This one here is a New South Wales and we've got a return guest option there. We select the first property that's required. And by the stay dates that you've inserted, it will give you a list now of the rooms or units or properties that are available. I'll select this one here. Insert the number of adults. Select an appropriate rate for this one. Might just give him a bit of a reduction on there. Okay, so we've got the first booking entered in. So if we save our changes on this one, we get a booking number assigned to this booking. We also get a multi-booking number assigned here and currently shows the number of properties booked and that first booking information there. What we can do now to continue making a group booking, under the group options here, we can select to add a new booking to this group, and in doing so, we have got a second booking ready to go, which shows Fraser number 2 with all the same details on there, which we can change if we wish to do so. We've got the same stay dates. We need to now select a new property or another property to link. So again, based on the stay dates there, we'll select another property, insert the number of adults for that one. Again, select an appropriate rate. We'll just reduce that again as we did before. And again with this one, save our changes. That particular booking gets a booking number. We identify that there's now 2 properties booked and we can see those two bookings showing in the list as we go. So we'll just add one more as an example. Again, you'll see here Fraser number 3. Let's just change that there. We'll make it a 4-night stay for that one there. And again, 4 adults on that one. Select appropriate rate. Save our changes on that one. And so we've got 3 bookings now linked to that master or to that group booking. So the bookings are now in place for those stay dates there. So if we just close out of there and we'll just scroll ahead to those dates. So there's our 3 bookings showing there, Monday the 30th, the first one, second and third. Now if I open up any one of those bookings, so double click to open it up, I get my information showing there, and from within that booking there I can select to look at the second booking or the third booking accordingly. The other options available in the group options there would be to add an existing booking to the group. You could change the master record from being Fraser to a different one. You could remove a booking from the group. You've then got the options to do group check-ins and group check-outs and also group receipts for these ones here. So just give you an indication, we might just have a look at the account tab for these ones here. What we might do is go in and do a group receipt for these ones. So our option here, if I do a group booking one, is to be able to see the individual bookings there and an amount that we can then receive if we wish to do so. So we can either type in an amount there, or we can put in figures here to be each one of them there. This one would really be used where you're paying perhaps different amounts on the bookings there. Okay, that way you can assign a certain amount of money to the individual bookings there. Now I won't process this one just for the moment. What I will show you under here is the group booking where we consolidate a transaction, and in this case here what it will do is one receipt, and whatever figure I enter in here, so I'll just pop in $900 as an example, it will split that amount amongst the number of bookings we have in the group there. So in our case, 3 bookings, $900, we should expect to see then $300 on each booking once we process this here. So again, we'll select our payment method, whatever that may be, save on that one there. So now looking at this booking here, we've got a $300 deposit on that one, $300 deposit on that one, $300 deposit on there. So as I say, you've got options there. Consolidate, where you can have an amount that's split amongst the number of bookings, or this group booking receipt where you can specify different amounts for each booking. We'll just have a quick look at a booking statement. We just have a look at the full version there. This one here, we can see the individual booking information for the first one here, the type of room, the booking number, the accommodation debits, and any credits, i.e. payments or deposits received on those there. If you wish to, under the individual ones, we can just print a statement to show for the individual booking. Again, that one there will only show you the information particularly for this booking in this property. So we've had a look there at adding a group booking where we have added individual bookings to a master one here. Meaning with that one there that we can make adjustments as we go. The other type of group booking that you can do is one using the multi-bookings wizard. This type of group booking is where the stay dates will be exactly the same, but you then determine the number of rooms and the number of guests that you require to insert. So we'll just adjust our stay dates. We'll put in the number of rooms we require and the number of guests. We select the agent accordingly. We'll select the region and booking source shortly based on the guest that we pick up. So again, I can fill in the details here. And you can see there is a number of required fields or compulsory fields. I'm just going to again select a return guest from here. So I've got some guest information showing there. So I'm just going to pick up my region information again. Okay, so once you've got that information filled in, click into next. We now will select the rooms that are available for the stay dates. So we need 3 rooms to put 8 guests in. Again, based on my stay dates, it will show me the rooms that are available. I'm going to pick a couple of those there. We can now see that we've selected 3 rooms. We need 8 guests in those rooms, but we've actually got room for up to 15 guests. So we're sort of over our limit there. So we need to determine how many guests are going into each of those ones there. So this one here, if I highlight and right click, I can adjust the number of guests for the record there. I'll pop 1 on there. Put 4 into that one. And 3 into that one there. So what we then have, by adjusting the number of guests going into the rooms we've selected, we get down to our total required for rooms and guests, and the total allocated now matches each other. From there we can go to the next option, and what we now need to do is assign a rate to each of the rooms that we've selected. So we can do ones in multiples. So if I highlight one, hold down the Control key on my keyboard, select the second one there. We'll assign a rate to those two properties that we've selected, the 2-bed apartments. Click on there and apply a rate for the selected records. And with this one here, highlight, select apply a rate for that one there. Okay, so again with that, now we've got some information there. This one we need to update and put in an actual accommodation figure, and these two I can make adjustments to as well if I wish to. So if I highlight that one, I can right click and select change the accommodation for those records. In that case there, just pop in a figure. And those ones there, again, if I want to highlight multiple records, I can change the information there. So again, we might just drop this down to a straight $1,000. So in that case there, we've now got a rate assigned and an accommodation figure accordingly for the rooms we've selected. We can go to the next step there. We've got some credit card details that have been inserted based on the return guest information. We can copy these card details across to all bookings if we wish to do so. We can also insert comments where necessary to form part of the bookings we're about to create. I click next again. You'll find that the program goes through an option there to identify whether information is correct. Okay, and looking at those ones there, we've got a couple of warnings detected. So there's no agent reference, which is okay because it's direct. We've got no home number or no work number. We've also got no email entered in there. So we do have an option to go back if we wish to do so. At this point here, you will see that going too far back will cause the selected rooms to be reset, i.e. it won't pick up those same rooms again. So we need to be sure that we want to return to do that. In my case here, I'm going to say no and just continue forward again, because although there is no email address entered, I will just do that when I've finalized the group booking being created. So as I say, based on the warnings that you're given, identify what you need to do, fix it up if necessary. Otherwise you click on the Create Group Booking option and you'll get the message then that a group booking has been successfully created. And if we then have a look at those stay dates, which were December dates there, we have got, of course, our bookings showing in there. So again, if I open up one of those ones there, we can see, as I mentioned, no email address in that one there. So I might just pop one in. Because I didn't insert it in the initial instance, what I need to do, of course, is save my changes, go to each of the corresponding bookings there, and just paste in that email address for each one. So once the group booking has been created, you are now in a similar position as we looked at earlier, where you can look at the individual bookings, you can make adjustments to the individual bookings, you've got the group options available as we looked at earlier. So in this video, we've looked at the two options for creating a group booking, either by adding an initial one in and then adding further ones to it, or going through the group or multi-booking wizard to create your group booking.